Entire life. It's Jay Williams.
Dishing it left, dishing it right, making the right play at the right time. That's what Plainfield guards do. Let's see what the guards do down in the court tonight.
And Jay, we are ready to go. This one about to get underway. To James. Here comes the screen. James sets him up. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Green punching it home with the putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Leonard. That's good D. Shot no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Beverly buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Free throws coming up.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
Personal foul. Team foul number 1.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 73%. Off the mark on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Leonard. Down low George. DeMarcus Cousins able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Los Angeles, they have it. James gets it in the right corner and hits. Davis with the baseline J. Anthony Davis. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
George to Leonard. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Danny Green looking for his man. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Kuzma to James. To Davis. Here's a chance from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. George, defended by Cousins. Here's Leonard for 2. Kawhi Leonard. First couple didn't go. That one is true. Across the timeline comes James. The score 10-8. Throws it down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Leonard buries it.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
It's good, and 1.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
To Paul George from long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Knocks it down from mid-range.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
LBJ to Caldwell Pope. Nice finish at the rim.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
George and McGee there for the rebound. To James. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Leonard knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
The transition three-point shot is one of the most difficult shots to actually defend. It's natural for the defense to automatically run back and protect the paint. But these days, people say, why settle for a three? Why not? Especially when you can shoot the ball at that kind of clip.
LeBron James pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Chance for LeBron James. LeBron James. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going in.
Paul George to Leonard. Going to launch beyond the arc. Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And scores.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
LBJ has it. The drive, right to the basket. 17-footer at the buzzer. Rebounds taken down by Leonard. First quarter's complete. We have a tie ball game. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. JaVale McGee sends it away. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. George. Paul George. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Beyond the arc for 3. That's how you defend. Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Paul George. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
LeBron into the front court. Down just a couple to Davis. Oh, he had him there for a second. Over to the right side. Even to Zubac. Tips it. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Caldwell Pope lobs it up.
Mismatch.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. George. Paul George. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
And counted at the rim.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Gets it in the left corner. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. JaVale McGee to Caldwell Pope. Not that. McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. JaVale McGee sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Throws it up. Swings it. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Leonard. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Danny Green to James. LeBron James. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2.
Good shot, good shot.
Clippers have the basketball to Leonard. Count the basket at the rim.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
And that's going to be out of bounds off of George.
They got a leprechaun on me.
James to Davis. And count the basket inside.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Beverly. Had a chance, but it's no good. Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something, get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
It's LA Clippers ball. Beverly. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Davis. Nothing going here on that drive. Caldwell Pope. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
George. Great pass to set it up. Throws it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Won't go. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Beverly, great dish to set it up. Ah, rocking the rim.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Danny Green to Davis. Cleans it up. LeBron James snatching it out of the air. And look out. Big finish at the rim. That's it for the first half. The Clippers are out in front. Set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard. Textbook defense.
He was absolutely scoring at will in the first half. But now that the defense has picked up, don't try to do too much. Less is more.
To Leonard. 4-3. And Kawhi Leonard buries the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
LeBron with it up top. His guys trail by 10. Driving right to the basket. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Cousins. And flushes it down. No stopping AD here. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
LeBron James with the rock. To Danny Green. Fires the 3. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
To Kyle Kuzma. There's the toss. Flushes down the slam.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
And easy to get back on defense.
James into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball.
Flushes down the slam.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Shot from the lane won't go. To James. No good. George, defended by Cousins. Trying to cash in. Paul George, now 4 for 9. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that
leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
DeMarcus Cousins, huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
George, he's got it for 3.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving 3-point shooters open on the perimeter.
To Kyle Kuzma. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Leonard. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
Jumper's good.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show because that's what you're watching right now.
Leonard. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Leonard. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
It's James controlling the offense. To Cousins. LeBron James, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
He buries it.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the 3-point shot is.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Lou Williams. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2. Long key from three-quarters court. Third quarter comes to an end. It's been all Clippers so far. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
Kawhi Leonard. Deep 2 there, won't go. Cousins. Backcourt. Leonard. And it's Kuzma able to clear the rebound. To James. Pass to the rim. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And the slam.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Gets it in the right corner. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
To Cousins. Kuzma. DeMarcus Cousins. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Leonard. Slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw.
Oops, he missed the first one. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Paul George fires, can't connect.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Leonard. Short jumper stays out. To Cousins. Danny Green. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Oh, emphatic slam.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Kuzma to James. Kawhi Leonard rejects it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Shifting gears, here come some substitutions. Cousins. Deep left corner. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kyle Kuzma. Clippers have the basketball. George knocks it down.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Great feed. Sets it up. Beverly. Hat-trick Beverly. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
I hear so many players talk about, oh, my skill set is this or my skill set is that. How about your skill set is your effort on the defensive end? That's something we don't talk about as much as we need to.
To Leonard. Fires the 3. Trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. Rises for the slam. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Here's Kuzma. Brings the ball up court, and they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Los Angeles Clippers are in.
Knocked loose. Clippers have it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Leonard. 10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. Goes to show you how big of a night he's having.
How old were you back then?
I was not born yet, my friend.
Boom, baby. Cleans it up. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins.